What's going on, everybody? My name is Michael Weir, and this is an update video about where my channel is going in the future. Now, before you say, Mike, well, what do you mean? I'm here for the movie reviews. Well, don't worry, movie reviews are still coming at you guys. I'm just gonna change the format a little, and I want to do some different things with this channel. So I want to take a moment to talk about all of that, but before I do, I want to say thank you to every one of you who's ever watched any of my videos, to any of you, one of you who have taken the time to like my video, comment on my videos, or just go back and forth with me. When I say I really love it at the end of my videos, it sounds like just regurgitated YouTube nonsense, but I promise you, it's not. Now, if you'll notice, there's a train coming in the background, and I'm gonna let it come through. And I'm gonna leave all of that in this video because that actually helps me. This isn't an added in sound effect. If you're hearing the train in the background, right now, there's a train right across the street from my house. Now, I'm actually really happy that happened, and I'm definitely gonna leave this in. So, let's get into the channel update and some things I want to try. The first thing I want to talk about is my review videos themselves. Now, right now, you guys know I have a white wall, I do a whole setup, I have lights, I have a camera, I have action, and then I film it. It takes me about 30 minutes to an hour to film that review, and then from there, I have to go and edit that review, and then I have to find a bunch of pictures and images and clips off of Google and YouTube, and I have to put them all together and put them into a video and then upload that process to YouTube. But what you may not know is that that whole process takes roughly 3 hours per video. And by that, I mean it takes roughly a half hour to an hour to film the video, and that is in perfect conditions, not with, and again, this is where the train comes in, a train that goes past my window probably every 20 to 30 minutes depending on the day. So that can get really annoying for these videos. I mean, I don't really ever notice the train now that I've lived here for so long unless I'm trying to make a video, because when I go to edit the video later, it's a train in the background and it's really annoying. I also have to turn the AC or the heat off because there's a vent directly above where I record, which is the best place to record in the house, but there's a vent directly above that, and so I have to shut that off. So if it's really hot outside, I make my whole family miserable, or if it's cold outside, I make my whole family cold, so I can't really do that. So I have to find like perfect times of the day to do that, and that can be really difficult because I also work a job. Now, I'm not complaining here, but I work a job that has me either on the road or just working a lot of hours. So it's hard to find time to make the videos, and I find myself a lot of the time feeling like I'm not doing enough. I also find myself feeling like I'm not giving enough of myself to this project, which is what this is. I mean, this is basically a glorified project. I don't get paid for this on YouTube, and I think I have about a little less than 200 followers. I don't have a huge following. I think my videos get an average of 20-something views. Now, I'm very thankful for all of those views, and I'm very thankful for all of you who take time. But you can imagine all the time, all the prep that goes into those videos to then have 20 views, and then I'm like, and I'm 6 reviews behind. Because as of right now, I've seen Pig, and I've seen the end of the Loki show, and I've seen Escape Room 2, and I've seen Old. Those are 4 movies, and then I wanted to get a bunch of extra movies done this summer, but those never happened, and I've still posted just about weekly. But to be as current on every single movie as possible is near impossible for me, because we're back in full-fledged movie season where 1 to 2 movies a weekend comes out. I love going to the movies, I love seeing movies, and I love talking about movies. But what I have found with this YouTube channel is that I'm starting to dislike the process of talking about movies on YouTube, because the process can be so difficult and the process can be so tedious. So what I want to do is I wanted to find a way to talk about movies on YouTube in an environment where it's not as stressful, it's clearly not as professional, and in an environment where I can just give my quick thoughts about a movie, put them out onto YouTube, and still go back and forth with you guys. I watch a few different reviewers. First of all, I watch Jeremy Jahns. I think he's a fantastic movie reviewer. I love his style. His style is very professional in one location, and he's very animated, and I love that about him. He does a lot of jump quick cuts, and he does them really well, and I've tried to learn as much from his videos as possible when doing my quick cuts, jump cuts. I've tried to do that. I've also taken a lot of inspiration from Chris Stuckman, who I think is a fantastic movie reviewer, but he's almost polar opposite of Jeremy Jahns. Jeremy, like I said, is all animated. Chris Stuckman is very All right, guys, we're going to talk about a movie today. He's very serious and he's very straightforward, and he hardly any jump cuts, if any at all, which I think is phenomenal to be able to do that. I mean, if the man does any jump cuts, it's when he puts in his trailer clips, but he makes it so seamless that it's almost like there's no jump cuts. And even in this video, I'm having to do jump cuts because I'm saying something wrong and I'm like, oh, let me fix that. My point is, I'm damn impressed with him. And then the third person I follow is John Flickinger, who I think is hilarious. That guy is funny. Now, I'm not trying to be the comedy guy, but I like what he does. I like that he has gone back to reviewing movies outside the theater in the parking lot, talking about his favorite movies for a few minutes and hopping in the car right after he's seen the movie. So all of his ideas that are fresh in his mind right after the movie, there he is in the parking lot of the theater just giving his quick thoughts, and then he uploads that to YouTube, and that's his movie review. And I've enjoyed those a lot because it's clear that he's not Jeremy Jahns with a production and pictures behind it. It's clear that he's not Chris Stuckman, where he's taken a few days to think about it and boom, put his thoughts out. I mean, these are just raw thoughts about the movie directly afterwards, and I like that a lot. But something he said on one of his live streams recently really stuck to me, and it made me realize that I want to try that, because I've been feeling that way lately. I've been feeling like no matter how many reviews I put out, it's not enough because I'm not getting enough done, and I've got to go through this whole production, and I've got to have pictures behind me, and if you want to be a YouTube movie reviewer, you've got to have a trailer clip in there, and you've got to do all this stuff. And I watch his videos and I realize you don't. Now, I'm not saying I'll ever get the following that any of those three guys ever has. Would I like it? Sure. I mean, YouTube is for the views, right? I mean, I would love it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but if I don't get it, I want to have fun doing what. Otherwise, what is the point? You know, I've got a 9-to-5. I've got a job that takes care of me and my wife and my kids. So why, you know, do I want to make YouTube such a chore? I don't want to feel stressed out because, oh, I haven't reviewed Pig. Oh, I haven't reviewed Old. Oh, I haven't reviewed Escape Room 2. Oh, I haven't reviewed Loki. I don't want to feel like that anymore. I don't want to feel like that. So from now on, I'm going to take a page out of Mr. Flickinger's book, which I hope isn't copyrighted by him. I'm gonna take a page out of his book, and I'm going to attempt to give my raw, uncut thoughts outside of a theater and see if I like that more. I think I'll buy a selfie stick and just do them in the parking lot outside the theater after a movie, which I don't know what's coming up next. I think Jungle Cruise and something else is coming out this weekend. So maybe I'll try that theory this weekend, although I don't have a lot of time this weekend, again, work, but I'm sure in the next couple of weeks there will be other movies that come out that I want to see, so I think I'm going to do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try that format out, and I'm going to see how you guys react to it. If you like it, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it of those videos, obviously let me know in the comments. I mean, if the only way I can do YouTube videos on YouTube is in an environment that makes me not like reviewing movies, I'm just not going to do it. It's just not worth it to me. So that's where I want to go with this channel for movie reviews. Now I've got other updates to add in. The next one also has to do with movie reviews, so it's like a 1B. My rating process. If any of you know, when I rate a movie, ever since the beginning of my channel, I've always just wanted to make a joke out of it because nobody's rating really matters. If I tell you a movie's an F, you're not going to want to see it, or maybe you're going to want to see it because my rating doesn't matter. Just like if I see somebody says, oh, that was an A+, then I'm like, oh, cool, it was an A+, but I don't want to see The Father. It's just not interesting to me. That's my point. You're going to want to go see the movie either way. So my rating system on my channel has always, it started with like memes. I tried to put like 5 or 6 memes together. It was like, well, it's better than watching this guy, or congratulations on making a good movie. But those didn't really seem to stick. I didn't really like them. And what it has morphed into is just the movie poster with my final thoughts on it. So if I'm like, this was a terrible movie, or this was an awesome movie, or I had a great time, unexpected great time, those will be the tags on my movie posters. And that's what I've done. I think going forward, I'm not going to throw ratings on movies anymore. Because again, I felt pressure on that and trying to come up with a good rating for a movie when in my mind, I know that my rating of the movie doesn't matter. So if you don't see movie ratings on my movie reviews anymore, it's because, well, we all know you don't care if I give it 2 thumbs up. You don't care if I give it 5 stars. You don't care if I give it an A+. You don't care if I give it whatever I may give it. At the end of the day, my rating of it doesn't matter. I just need to tell you about my experience and if I liked it or not. And so I think that's another thing I'm going to do on my videos. The next thing, this is about my Blu-ray videos, which my Blu-ray videos have gotten a ton of views and a ton of comments, and I've really appreciated that. So all of you fellow collectors out there who like watching the Blu-ray review videos where I've just got a stack of Blu-rays, well, you're not going to be disappointed because I've got a huge one coming up soon. I like doing those a lot. It's just quick, like 30-second thoughts on each movie. I've got like 50 or 60 new ones over the past couple months, so I'm looking forward to that, where I'm just going to talk about different movies, and it's a good time. But I think going forward after that, I'm going to change the style of how I do those, and we'll kind of get there when we get there. I'm going to keep that to myself, but when we get there, it's going to be a good time, I promise. But if you like the Blu-ray review videos, I do have, again, another big one coming soon. I just have to film it, but I've got a list of movies that I've bought in the last couple of months since the last Blu-ray review video, and again, I think you guys are going to like it a lot. The final thing I want to talk about with you guys today is this. I want to do like Halloween specials. I want to do Christmas specials. I want to do special videos throughout the year. And you know what? I may do one every 4 months. I may do one around holidays. I may do something special for 4th of July or Valentine's Day. I may do specials like that. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go with it, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I even had this very ambitious idea where I was going to do 31 days of horror movie reviews, and I was going to record those reviews over the last 2 months, but they, like all my other reviews, have really taken up a lot of my time, and I don't feel like that's fair to my family to take so much time away from them when I'm home doing those reviews. So I'm gonna kind of scrap that, but I do have a good idea for Halloween, something I am looking forward to doing for you guys, and I think it'll be fun. I don't think it'll take a ton of my time, and I think you'll like it. So to recap all of that, guys, I'm going to redo my review process. I'm going to remove the ratings out of my review process. I'm also going to change how I do my Blu-ray reviews after I've bought Blu-rays. I think I'm going to do, again, we're going to get to that when we get to it. You guys are going to like it, I know. But the final thing is I'm going to start doing some sort of specials for you guys. And the first one I'm going to do for you guys is definitely going to be a Halloween special. That gives me from now, the end of July, till October 31st to put together just a sick Halloween special. I'm really looking forward to it, and I promise you guys it's going to be awesome. If you've watched this entire video, you are awesome. And I mean that, I really do. For all of you who have watched every one of my videos, and for those of you who have watched some of my videos, thank you so much. It means the world to me that any of you would give me just any of your time. It really does. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time, but in a different format. It's gonna be fun, I promise.